The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to whip past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
From the 41, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 41 yards. And the 49ers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Back 60.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said, let the downs trickle away.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action, now it's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
From inside Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hurry, hurry.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. They complete it to Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Here we go, Jack.
Play action. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Making the catch, the running back Raheem Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get the opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Tua going to try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that part. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 67 yards. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely want to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Let's go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right point to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Wilson snags it left side. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Tua going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Tua to throw again. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The final shot before break. Purdy. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but we feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Back to throw, Purdy. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Purdy on fourth down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So now in comes the Dolphins offense as they'll try and go for 2 here. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got Ayuk once again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. He'll mark him down at the 39. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to it. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action, now Purdy. The quick throw knocked away, it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, that's game plans in today's NFL. Primarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They try to sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, he can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. That's why the whole play got stuffed.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
Ready.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Meanwhile, 2 throws taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
50 Fury.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Buying time is left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's got 2. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Tua now on 1st down. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tua going to try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure they laid it on them in this game.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go, back.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? Now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. It's a slant to Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. Here as he's taken down. Samson Ebukam, his 2nd sack of the night. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion and we picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Let's go now.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Now Tua.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained, but maybe more points.
how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the
Here we
line.
go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Shot. 17.
Off to Wilson it goes on the end road. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set, punt.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got a man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Ready.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Jackson now off the bootleg. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not a great start. You give up the one-play touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in one play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play may have forced their hand a little bit in their play call, and they didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we got time. Let's go and work it downfield. You got a big play against us, we're coming right back to you. And it didn't go the way they envisioned.
That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. He's got it. And the run will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown this first half, they went for 2 after scoring a run. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, early up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to it.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 61 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, Barney, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, I think that after the last drive, they got pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It didn't take long, one play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
For him.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the
Right?
end
And
zone.
now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. And after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, a 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Okay, right?
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arms.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami. From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Down.
On play action, here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ready, set.
All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly, 8-zip. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
Yellow,
Now
yellow.
they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go now. Let's go.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the 20-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut shot time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just a second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense,
Here we go.
because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up with 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it put her up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10. Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been saying it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait and try to pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
If I had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the ball, but that's a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
It's a room to run now. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. See, the every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10. Just enough for the conversion. And defensively, opportunity slips away.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Two are going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 69 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.